Hello, everybody. I am super excited to be a part of this event today. I'm super excited that I get the opportunity to speak to you all today. Today, I'm going to be speaking on kingdom business expansion. And first, before I even dive into that, I want to thank Dr. Dershay for giving me the opportunity to be able to share with you all today. So let's go ahead and jump in. First off, my name is Shamandran. I am a business growth strategist. I am a speaker and a consultant. In a nutshell, I help women entrepreneurs to build legacy businesses, businesses that allow them to be profitable, businesses that allow them to expand, businesses that allow them to have free time and abundance and peace while they are executing the vision that God has given them. I'm the host of the She Handles Business podcast, and I am also the founder of the She Handles Business community. So I may be going a little fast during this presentation. I am condensing a presentation that is typically a keynote into 15 minutes because I want to make sure that you guys are able to get the highest value and impact from what I'm called to share today. So again, I told you that I'm going to be talking about kingdom business expansion. We're talking about how you take that gift that God has placed on the inside of you, whether you are a person that's doing radio, whether you are a person that's in the media, whether you are a person that is doing a podcast. How do you take that gift that's on the inside of you and expand it into multiple streams of income? Okay. So the very first thing that I'm going to be sharing with you, I'm actually going to be sharing with you 3 points. The first one is going to be God's intention for kingdom business. Okay. The second one is going to be positioning for exponential growth. And the third one is going to be expanding into multiple streams of income. I want you to be clear on God's intention for your business. I want you to be able to position yourself for that exponential growth. And I want you to be able to expand into multiple streams of income. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have God's intention for your business. Here's the thing that bothers me the most. Why is it that most kingdom entrepreneurs that I find and that I come across that have the least amount of income, right? We have so many desires for our businesses. We have so many big business visions and plans and ideas. However, we find ourselves in a place of lack. One thing that I know and I believe to my core is that God doesn't give any gift that is imperfect. And so your gift as a kingdom entrepreneur is a gift from God. And not only did he give you a gift because he's called you to be an entrepreneur, because he's called you into entrepreneurship, he wants you to take your gift and impact the kingdom. He wants you to be able to generate wealth with that. And so I really feel that we have to start shifting our mindset. We have to shift the way that we execute business. We have to shift the way that we show up in business so that we can be able to show up the way that God calls us to do in reference to our businesses. So I believe that he desires for us to have 4 things: impact, income, abundance, and legacy. He wants your gift. We've heard a million times that your gift will make room for you. If your gift will make room for you, if God himself have given you a vision and an assignment, why would he give it to you in a place of lack? Why would he give it to you in a place to where your financial needs could not be met? Why would he give you gifts and talents that you are to use your hands and use your voice and use your skills and use your experiences and it not be able to give you the income you need? Why would he give us things that does not allow us to have abundance? The God I know said that he came so that we may have life and life more abundantly. And so our gifts and our businesses are supposed to be gifts that allow us to do the exact same thing. The other thing I want you to understand is your business is God's legacy. And what I mean by that is that he deposited this business, this gift on the inside of you so that you can continue to make kingdom impact in the world. Your business is God's legacy. Here's a scripture that I want you to be able to remember: Deuteronomy 8:18. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he swore unto thy fathers, as it is this day. Summarize this really quick for you. That means one thing, that it is God's covenant that he's establishing when it comes to the wealth that he has called you to. It's not because of what I mean is it is not up to you to determine whether you will be wealthy or not. It's already been established if you decide to be obedient, because there's a covenant that he is establishing that has already been written with your fathers, that he will generate wealth through you, through this business. But we have the choice on if we're going to show up and we're going to subscribe to the wealth, or we're going to subscribe to the lack. Okay. The second point that I wanted to share with you all is positioning for exponential growth. If you want to see exponential growth in your business, you have to position yourself for it. That's the reason that we're not able to see the financial transformation that we're given to other people, because we haven't positioned ourselves in a way to do that. So here's how you do that. The first way is through vision. If we're not clear on our vision, then we're not able to reach the goal. And so there's two things that you need to get very, very clear on in this season. Number one, being your vision. Gain clarity on your vision. It's okay for you to have desires. It's okay for you to want a certain amount of income with your business or with your ministry. It's okay for you to desire to, have specific things that are materialistic if they align with what God has called you to. It's okay, because God placed those desires in your heart. And we get in a place of feeling like because we are kingdom entrepreneurs, we cannot have these things. But God is a God of prosperity. He's a God of providing. And so if you have those desires in your heart, be clear on those and know that it is okay for you to have them. Secondly, which is ultimately first, you need to be clear on God's vision for your business. Being able to sit with God and say, God, you've given me this vision. What is it that you want this thing to look like? Because when we partner with God and the assignments that he's given us, when we allow him to be the CEO in our business, come on, there's nothing that can stand in front of that train that's already moving. Okay. So I want you to get clear on those two things. And the Lord answered me, write the vision, make it plain on tablets, so that he may run who reads it. For still the vision awaits its appointed time. It hastens to the end. It will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay. Write the vision, make it plain, and believe that it is going to come into fruition. The next thing for positioning for exponential growth is purpose. Be clear on these three things. What problem do you solve? Who do you serve? How do you provide transformation? When you get clear on the problem that you're solving for people, when you get clear on the transformation that you're delivering to them, when you get clear on how you execute that transformation, when you get clear on the specific person and their needs and their desires and their pain points and their challenges and their growth points and what they're excited about and what their goals are, when you are clear on these things, you are able to speak to this person from a place where it calls them out, and it allows them to say, hey, she's speaking to me. He's speaking to me. They have what I need. This person is able to give me the transformation that I need. I'm able to follow them. I need to get on their podcast. I need to listen to their radio show. I need to be attached to their magazine or whatever it is that you're putting out in the kingdom right now. You have to be very, very clear on purpose and what that looks like. And these are the three questions I want you to ask yourself so that you can get crystal clear. Spend some time on doing that. And I know that I'm going fast, so feel free to catch some screenshots so that you can continue to meditate on these things so that you can execute. Don't come here and get all the knowledge without any application. Okay? So after you've gotten clear on purpose, not the last one, the next one is packaging and pricing. We are the biggest people with the biggest amount of faith, and we are willing to stand on everything else. But when it comes to packaging and pricing is where we waver as kingdom entrepreneurs. And I don't understand that. It is extremely important that your packaging and pricing does three things. One, it's in alignment. It's in alignment with you and the income that you desire. I see people all the time that say they want to make six figures in business. However, they're selling a $20 product and only selling to 500 people. If you have a $20 product selling to 500 people, I can guarantee you will never see $100,000. So we have to make sure that anything that we're offering is in alignment. Also, it has to have empowerment behind it. What do I mean by that? It should empower you and it should empower your clients or the people that you're serving. You should be excited to show up and deliver the way that you want to deliver. You should be excited to be able to give your gifts. And if it does not feel good, and if it's not in alignment and empowerment with you, then that's not the way that you should deliver your product or service or whatever it is that you're working on. Okay. It should also empower your clients. They should be excited about you. They should be excited about the transformation. They should be excited about the way that they're working with you. And the last thing is the price is the price. Stand on that price, because when you stand on your price and then you add it to a plan, then there is nothing that can stop you. If you desire to make $10,000 with one product, then do that. If you desire to have a product that's $10, then do that, but make sure it's in alignment with what you desire. Okay. Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn and tear you into pieces. We as entrepreneurs, as kingdom entrepreneurs, so many times find ourselves undervaluing ourselves. We undervalue ourselves and we feel like, oh, well, because I'm of kingdom, I'm supposed to give this away. I'm supposed to give this away. I'm not supposed to charge for that. I can't charge that much for that because it's helping people. I can't charge that much because it's easy for me to do. I want to debunk all of those thoughts and beliefs right now, because sometimes God will tell us to give something away, and that's absolutely okay when we're operating from a place of being led by the Holy Spirit, but not everything. That's not what he has desired for business, because it wouldn't be business if so, right? So when we are undervaluing ourselves, lowering our prices, giving things away for free, what we're saying is that I'm not trusting the price that God gave me for the vision that he created. You're not trusting the God that's on the inside of you, creating this ability and this gift that's on the inside of you, and the price that he gave you. Come on now. So does that mean that we're operating in disobedience when we're choosing not to stick to the price that God gave us? That's a question for you. So the last part of positioning yourself is the plan. Okay. I told you that when you position yourself effectively and you put a plan in place, it equals profits. Positioning and planning equals profits, right? If any of you lacks wisdom, you shall ask God, who gives generously to all without ending fault, and it will be given to you. What that means is you have to be able to tap into the vision that God is giving you and say, God, what does this look like? How do I execute this? How do I put this out? Who is it that you're leading me to? How do I market this thing, right? Because when your plan is in alignment with what God says, and he is giving you the plan, there's nothing that can stop it. Also, be aware of when he sends people to you that can help you to execute that plan, that can help you to gain clarity. People that are strategists like myself, people that create the blueprint for you to be able to execute what God has placed on the inside of your life. So again, I said positioning and planning equals profits, but I want to break that down just a little bit more so that you can see it, right? Here's one thing that I call profit mapping, because we talked about our packaging and pricing being in alignment. If you have a $10 product, which many people have, maybe it's a book, the book will be anywhere from $10 to $30. I need you to have a clear understanding of how many people you have to serve in order to be able to hit that income goal. So say you have a goal for $100,000. If you serve 10,000 people, a $10 book, you'll hit that goal. But look at how many people you have to serve. Jumping down a little bit, $50, you only serving 2,000 people. It's cut drastically. $100 product, 1,000 people. $250, 400 people. $500, 200 people. $1,000, 100 people. $5,000, 20 people. $25,000, 4 people. So here's what I want you to be able to see. You see these lines? Anything from $10 to $100, you see you have to serve many, many, many people to be able to hit your goal. If that is your goal, to serve a lot of people, that's absolutely okay. Be aware that you are offering a low ticket item, which you have to reach many people in order for you to hit your goal. Then that second tier from from $250 to $1,000 is where we're in the mid ticket sales, right? And so you have to serve a little bit less, but it's still kind of low ticket. From there, we have 2,500, and excuse any typos if you see them, 2,500 to 10,000. That's where you're getting into a high ticket package, right? Or a high ticket offer, and you serve a lot less people to be able to reach your goal. And then we have ultra high ticket, which is over $20,000. Okay. So be clear, be aware of what you need to do in order to be able to hit your goals for income. Because once you start positioning yourself that way and creating the plan, now you're ready to start expanding into multiple streams of income. So what does that look like? There's 3 things I want you to do. The process is very simple. Identify your river, develop your streams, expand. What do I mean by that? A lot of us have this understanding. The wealthy have multiple streams of income. We all have heard the saying, oh, you got to have 7 streams of income to be wealthy. This is the part where I need you to understand that we're believing that statement wrong. The wealthy do not generate wealth with multiple streams of income. The wealthy expand their wealth with multiple streams of income. Okay? They take one thing and then they hone into that thing and become an expert in that thing, so much so that it creates additional streams of income. They build a river, they get that river to flow, to produce wealth, to generate wealth, and then they expand with multiple streams. The river produces the streams, okay? So what does that look like? I'm gonna give you an example. Say we have Tara, and Tara is a speaker. Tara has been speaking, and she loves what she's speaking about. She's passionate about what she's speaking about, and decides that she wants to develop a YouTube and a podcast so that she can expand her audience. She's doing that. And of course, those are streams of income. So they start to trickle in some income for her. But she's owning this speaking. She's been speaking all over. It's been generating income for her. But now she wants to start using that same speech, that same talk, that same expertise, that river. And now she's generating other streams with the same talk, with the same information, the same idea, right? So she's expanding with podcasts and YouTube. From the YouTube, she decides that she wants to write a book so that she can expand her gift into multiple streams of income. She starts serving with this book and realizes that, man, there's a community of people that I need to serve and I need to reach. I need to bring them into a space where I can nurture them and I can convert them and be able to build community and relationship with these people. So she developed a community. From her community, she starts to want to spend even more time with them, and she develops events. As she's getting to know these people with events, she's starting to realize that they have some challenges that I need to help them solve. So she starts to develop workshops and training. So what we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 streams of income so far. So from the workshops and the training, she says, hey, we can use these same documents and produce digital products so that other people can be able to get transformation even when they're not at the workshops. From there, she starts to understand that, hey, I can expand this so that they can learn even more when they're not in my workshops. Let me create a course. From this course, she says, hey, I need to get in touch with these people that are getting this transformation. So I'm going to bring them into my atmosphere so that they can see me and I can hug on them. So we're going to create a conference. They get to her for 3 days for this conference, and they're getting all of this growth, and they're feeling good. And they're like, we need more from you. I need in-depth transformation. So she creates a retreat. They spend this time with her. They're restored. They're transformed. Their visions are clear from the retreat. And they say, man, I need to do life with you. I need you to walk me through some things. So she develops coaching. As they're coaching her, They realize that their businesses are growing. They realize that there are certain things that they need higher development on. And so they start, she offers some consulting packages. And then they realize, hey, there's some things that I'm going to do myself, and there's some things that I just need you to do for me. And so she develops services. Do you see how one gift has allowed her to expand into multiple streams of income? Not saying that you have to do all of those things. You find the things that call to you, the things that align with who you are, the things that align with you and how you want to serve your clients, and you execute on those. But you build your river first, and then you allow that river to develop multiple streams of income. I just gave you 14 streams of income. 14 streams of income. Now, what if those 14 streams of income, you use this profit map? What if you only chose 3? What if you chose 3 and it took it to 10, right? If you had 10 streams of income that were all producing $100,000, that's $1 million in a year. So I know that that was a lot, and I pray that it bless you tremendously, because as God has shown me and allowed me to work with many, many entrepreneurs, whether they be just getting started or they be 7 figures in businesses, working behind the scenes in their businesses, I've been able to see this stuff pan out. And I believe that God is giving you your business so that you can be able to be fruitful, so that you can multiply, so that you can have dominion in the earth. Genesis 1:28 says, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. He has given you the power to generate wealth. He has placed this business, this kingdom assignment on the inside of you, and it's his covenant that he's establishing when you generate wealth and continue to produce in the kingdom. So I pray that this has blessed you. If you need to reach out to me, I am always open and available. And I thank you all for listening. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.